13 Huge EastEnders spoilers for next week 11th to the 15th of December 2023. 1. Kathy confronts Rocky. Rocky is on tenterhooks as Nish continues to pressure him for the sale of the cafe. He decides to confide in Harvey, who encourages him to come clean to Kathy. Rocky considers this, but briefly sees renewed hope for the future when Kathy admits that she's open to hearing Nish's offer for the cafe after all. Kathy ends up selling the business to Nish during a meeting at number 45. Despite getting what he wanted, Nish can't resist stirring things up and hints that Rocky was responsible for starting the fire. Kathy seeks clarification from Harvey, who all but confirms that Nish's allegation is true. 2. Keanu falls out with Dean. The Taylors are the talk of the square following the Orby scandal, and things soon go from bad to worse for Keanu. Keanu is furious when Dean makes derogatory comments about his family, and the pair draw out battle lines against each other in the Vic. 3. Jade returns. Dean's daughter Jade returns to the square and heads to the Vic, where Gina befriends her. Dean arrives and Jade heads to Shabnam's son Zaya's grave. Jade laments over her own prognosis and rejects Dean's attempts to comfort her. However, a later chat with Gina about absent parents encourages Jade to give him another chance. 4. Dean continues to taunt Linda. Linda prepares to face her first Christmas without Mick and is hurt to learn that Nancy and Lee aren't coming home. Linda is horrified when she receives a photo from Dean, who is dressed as Santa, with Ollie at the Beals Eels grotto. Unable to take any more, she heads there to confront him. 5. Jade learns the truth. Keanu tells Jade that her dad is a sexual predator. Jade is disgusted and leaves Warford. Dean then heads to the Vic, wanting revenge. 6. Kathy demands an apology from Nish. Ian suggests that Kathy should report Rocky to the police over the fire, but she refuses to get them involved. Instead, Kathy confronts Nish in the Queen Vic as she points out his responsibility for putting so much pressure on Rocky in the first place. Nish dismisses Kathy's complaints, before launching a nasty attack on Bernadette, who finds herself caught in the crossfire. Keanu jumps in to defend his sister, as the situation gets out of control. 7. Sharon and Keanu plan their wedding. Sharon and Keanu attempt to put the events of the day behind them and excitedly prepare for their upcoming hen and stag parties. Desperate to have a future with Keanu, Sharon remains determined to protect their happiness at all costs. 8. Sonia and Reese get good news. Sonia and Reese head to the clinic as they prepare to take the next step in their IVF journey. They later receive good news from the clinic: their egg retrieval process was a success. 9. Sharon fears for her secret. As the day of her hen do arrives, a guilt-ridden Sharon burns a letter from the hospital detailing Orby's paternity, but does decide to reveal all to Linda. Linda promises to keep Sharon's secret, but later has a tense conversation with Phil upstairs at the Vic. Sharon bumps into Linda to reiterate the importance of keeping the secret, and also shares a tense conversation with Kat. 10. Stacy and Suki worry about Eve. Stacy receives a Christmas card from Theo and begins to worry that he may be behind Eve's disappearance. Following a chat with an equally worried Suki, Stacy heads to the police station to report her suspicions. However, Stacy and Suki are left deflated when the police say there's nothing they can do. In a fit of rage, Stacy calls Theo and leaves a message threatening him if he has hurt Eve. 11. Jack and Stacy grow closer. Stacy panics when she arrives home to find the door on the latch. Jack soon arrives and reassures her that there's no one inside, and that Theo is far away in Scotland. Jack is angry when Stacy reveals she threatened Theo, but Stacy defends herself. She later heads to the Vic to have a drink with Kat, but ends up leaving early and apologizing to Jack. 12. Jack is left furious. Kim gifts Denise with a child-free evening and new underwear to help reinvigorate Denise and Jack's relationship. Unfortunately, things don't go to plan when Jack overhears Priya and Denise discussing her affair with Ravi. 13. Ravi and Nish cover their tracks. Ravi worries as the police continue to pile on pressure following Eve's disappearance. He and Nish decide they must come up with a plan to put Jack and Stacy off their scent.
Các bạn vừa theo dõi một sản phẩm của OK Swat Spoiler. Trong video này, chúng tôi đã tiết lộ các bạn 14 tình tiết mới nhất bộ phim EastEnders sẽ diễn ra trong tuần tới từ ngày 10 đến ngày 13 tháng 4 năm 2023. Điều gì sẽ xảy ra ở Watford? Xin chào và hẹn gặp lại các bạn ở video tiếp theo.